Hello everyone, my name is Rodica Ailincai. I'm an Associate Professor and the Director of the Teacher Education Institute, IUFM, Institut Universitaire de Formation de Maîtres, at the University of French Polynesia. My presentation is about parenting education programs used internationally. My talk has 4 parts. First, I will briefly explain the objectives of parenting education programs. Then, I will describe the analysis framework IMTE, Intentions, Mediations, Tools and Effects, which we use to analyze the parenting education models we present in this talk. After that, I will present a panorama of diverse parenting education models used internationally and briefly talk about the characteristics of each. And finally, I will present a brief summary and discussion. Why parenting education? Although initially parenting education programs concerned mainly at-risk families, today the interest in parenting education programs is widespread on a global scale. At present, parenting education programs seem to be the remedy to societal changes and individual demands. Parenting education programs aim A. to help parents to fulfill their educational potential by developing a sense of competence and by making best use of the resources in their environment. B. to increase awareness of parents by improving their ability to understand. C. to help parents acquire know-how skills. And D. to anticipate consequences of parental behavior, and so forth. In this talk, we present an overview of various parenting education models. In order to identify the general characteristics of each of these models and differentiate between their similarities and differences, we use the general analysis framework developed by Sellenet Weil-Barais, which is called Intentions, Mediations, Tools and Effects, IMTE. IMTE is used to describe educational intervention systems by looking into the intentions, the mediation types, the tools used, and the effects the interventions have produced. Intentions of parenting education program designers are manifold. The intentions can be to inform, for example, about child development, intra-family conflicts, family assistance, etc., or to prevent problems such as bedwetting, eating disorders, aggression, learning disabilities, etc. They could also have the intentions to prevent risk behavior, for instance, addiction and drug abuse, or simply to help parents cope with difficulties. Mediation refers to the strategies and human resources deployed to achieve intentions. The parenting education models that we have consulted use many different forms of mediations, such as home visits by trained professionals, during which parents are invited to explain and discuss their problems in order to find a solution. Meetings with more experienced parents, discussion sessions between parents in the presence of a facilitator, etc. Tools relate to materials and material means that are used in training. In addition to traditional written materials, for instance, informational texts, tip sheets or exercises, case reports with their resolutions, etc., tools such as drawings, comic strips, films, CD-ROMs are also used. The effects refer to the outcome obtained from the parenting education intervention. In general, the effects of parenting education interventions are assessed in relation to the original intentions, although there is not necessarily a one-to-one relationship between the two. Identifying indicators of these effects is essential, however, not to the extent of influencing the practices themselves, which is always a risk in education. Parenting education models are numerous. In our presentation, we have made a review of research studies, retaining only the studies that are the most cited and most known. We have selected the models which have worked at a relatively large scale and have undergone external evaluation. And we also attempted to respect cultural diversity insofar as possible. The Parent Management Training Oregon Model, PMTO, was introduced by Gerald Patterson and his colleagues at the Oregon Social Learning Center. The PMTO model has been supported by more than 30 years of research on families with children and adolescents with severe conduct problems. The Positive Parenting Program, PPP, was developed in Australia by Matt Sanders 25 years ago. The model has since been implemented in a dozen countries around the world and is now recognized internationally. This parenting skills learning program is designed to help parents learn effective management strategies to deal with diverse problems concerning the development and behavior of their children from early childhood to adolescence. The Incredible Years is a comprehensive program developed by Caroline Webster Stratton for parents and teachers. The program has been translated into several languages and used in different countries. The program consists of subgroups which are organized according to the age of children. Helping the Non-Compliant Child, HNC, is a program designed and developed by Robert McMahon and Rex Forehand in the United States. The program concerns parents and their 3 to 8-year-old children with non-compliance and/or conduct problems. Parenting Wisely is a self-administered parenting education program. Computer-based activities, for instance DVDs, CDs, CD-ROMs, and online applications, are used interactively to train parents. Donald A. Gordon originally designed and used the program in the United States. The Cruiser Parenting Education Program was designed and developed in Cambodia by the INTE team, Child and Child Development, and the association Cruiser Young, created in 2002. In Cruiser Parenting Education Program, TV as mass media was selected as the main means to raise awareness in parenting skills. Initially, Parenting Awareness Model PEM intended to sensitize parents towards the use of most favorable behavior in the discovery of scientific knowledge in a science museum. Subsequently, the model was used in French Guiana. In French Guiana, the model was adapted to a home setting where parents help their children to do their homework. Currently, PEM is used in French Polynesia to sensitize parents to support their children in learning the Tahitian language. This intervention model is based on the interactionist theory, ecosystemic theory, and social learning theory. The theoretical foundations used in these models are diverse. They can be pragmatic, such as in the Helping the Non-Compliant Child model, which is based on the analysis of the relationship between parents' parenting styles and the aggressive behavior in children. Parenting education models may also be based on the ideological and moral grounds such as respect for others, equality, democracy, and so forth. They can also have foundations in which they integrate cognitive and epistemological dimension as in PAM. We know that in these models the intentions, although very different, are usually quite well defined. For example, the type and the nature of the intended support, the child's age, and the child's particularities, etc. All of the aforementioned parenting intervention models more or less include a mediation instrument, although its nature and the specific methods of intervention are not always explained explicitly. The specification of the expected effects in operational terms is what is most lacking in the program descriptions of the parenting education models that we analyzed. However, this specification is essential to evaluate the methods of intervention. It should be recognized that today both parents and educators are facing new situations. For instance, change of status and social roles, change in family structures, access to new types of media, etc., and that society has a role to play in helping parents to educate their children. Education is not a natural process, and it requires specific competence to be incorporated by educators. The informal nature of parenting education does not exclude the need for the acquisition of specific skills. However, there has not yet been research evidence to show a direct correlation between parents' involvement in their children's education and the academic achievement of children. Thank you very much.